The Honorary Diploma recognizes distinguished citizens who have made an outstanding and significant contribution to Norquest and to the communities we serve, and those who have demonstrated excellence in values and/or the mission of the college. Eligible nominees from Norquest community include, but not limited to, the geographic regions of the college, as well as the social, economic, and educational and political reaches of the institution, be they local, national, or international. This year, pardon me, this year it is my distinct pleasure to announce that a Norquest College Honorary Diploma is conferred to Dr. Herb Belcourt. Dr. Belcourt was born in 1931 in a log cabin near Lac Sainte Anne, Alberta, the oldest of 10 children. At the age of 15, he left home to work in logging camps. In 1958, Dr. Belcourt started his first business, an upholstery business, and just a few years later, he had established Belcourt Construction, a very successful company, which he sold in 1980. In all, he founded 7 successful businesses, including the Native Housing Corporation, a nonprofit organization providing affordable housing to Aboriginal peoples. Dr. Belcourt has a strong belief in the power of education. The Native Housing Corporation was the first business to make a donation to Norquest College following the college's incorporation as a board-governed institution in 1998. So he's had a very long association with Norquest. And the Belcourt Brosseau Métis Awards, a student funding charity he helped create, has distributed over $4.5 million to students in the Edmonton area and beyond since 2001. Today, Dr. Belcourt is retired, although he still sits on the board of Belcourt Brosseau Métis Awards. I will now read from the Honorary Diploma parchment. The Board of Governors of Norquest College certifies by this document to all whom it may concern that Dr. Herb Belcourt, in recognition of outstanding service to Canadian society and upholding many values of Norquest College, including leadership, innovation, and lifelong learning, has been conferred a Norquest College Honorary Diploma.
Board of Governors, Chair, President, platform guests, and students. You're the most important one here. Thank you so much. This is indeed an honor, and I thank you for selecting me for this Norquest Honorary Diploma. This means a lot to me because my formal schooling ended at grade 7. I attended a one-room school at Lac Sainte Anne during the Second World War. There was a shortage of teachers, so for 2 years there was no school. By the time the war ended, I was already 15 and the eldest of 10 children. I had to leave home to find work. My father put me on a bus going to Marlborough, just west of Edson, and gave me a $10 bill with the advice, son, save your money and work for yourself. Those words stayed with me. They formed the basis for my determination, independence, and self-reliance. I started different businesses and eventually spent over 30 years working in a nonprofit organization, Canadian Housing Corporation. Canadian Housing that I had started with 2 colleagues. Now I am proud to say that money made from this venture is now the Belcourt Brasso Midas Awards as scholarships for Midas people wanting to further their education. Many of you have had to leave home and family and travel from distant places to attend Norquest. Many of you had to struggle just to get to this stage in your life. It is not always easy, but here you are. We are all proud of you. My bus journey was a huge step into the unknown. I learned that accommodation at a logging camp meant sleeping on a hard bunk with hay for a mattress. I learned, too, how easy it is to get bed bugs and lice. A little while later, building power lines for McGregor Telephone and Power, I learned that if you spent money foolishly, playing in pool halls, drinking pop, eating candy, you have no money left to buy food. Some sensible older men refused to buy me meals until I smartened up. For days, I went with my fellow workers into the coffee shop and made my own soup using hot water and ketchup while they ate hearty meals, an important lesson, life lesson. Much later, when I was trying to get a bank loan to start a business, it was my father's words ringing in my ears that kept me going. I went to every bank along Jasper Avenue, and all refused me. But I was determined, and finally I found one bank willing to take a chance on me. That was a turning point in my life. I was able to start Belcourt Construction, which became the 3rd largest power line company in Alberta. This is an exciting time for you. Think what you have already achieved. Such a real accomplishment. Some of you, like me, may start your own business. Many of you may do further studies, but most of you will go into the workforce immediately. Right now, you have a piece of paper that opens the door to a potentially fulfilling life now. Norquest allows you to have your dream now. But I want you to know that this diploma or certificate you are receiving is just a stepping stone to the real education you will receive in the real world. You now have an opportunity to put all your education into practice, but you will never stop learning as long as you live, because it is our human nature to always learn. That is how we grow and improve. Sir Ken Robinson, a well-known British educator now living in the US, said people need to develop their creativity because deep inside each person is this unique something waiting to emerge. He says we need to prepare fertile soil so that each individual can grow to become either wheat, barley, or oats, or whatever they are supposed to be, not what they think they should be. We do not want to create clones of a preconceived model. He says there is an innovative genius inside of each of us. We just need to find it. Norquest is that fertile soil. You are the potential genius, and don't you forget it. Remember, you are a unique individual. Do not allow yourself to be shaped by outside influences. You have a wealth of knowledge inside of you. Throughout my own life, I have learned to develop what is commonly called a gut feeling. Some might call it common sense. But in my culture, including my own Methodist background, this is also known as wisdom. Rather than always looking for outside sources for my knowledge, I have looked within. It has been the basis for making my business decisions. If it feels wrong, say no. If it feels right, say yes. It was these feelings and observations that made me see plastic kitchen chairs that tore easily could be reupholstered with sturdier leatherette. This was the start of my entrepreneurial venture. When dial-up telephones became popular, instead of the crank-up phones that some of you might have seen in old movies, all farmers wanted one of these modern phones. I thought it would be a good business venture to take telephone and power lines to farmers. Another successful venture. If I had the opportunity to receive a formal education, Norquest is the college I would have wanted to attend. Norquest doesn't give you just the theory, it gives you the practical skills for working in the world today. Its courses are relevant. It offers you support. It works with business, government, industry, communities to ensure your education is necessary and relevant. And most important, it values the contribution you are making in using your skills to benefit society. Once you leave here with your certificate, your diploma, you have the key to open the door to practical living and to contribute significantly to Alberta workforce and its economy. That is what community is all about. We have been encouraged to be a competitive society, yet real community is based on cooperation, on working together. My own Methodist background emphasizes this. It is one of the reasons I was so determined to make Native housing a success, helping people have a decent place to live, encouraging them to care for their homes and learn important life skills has made an enormous difference to those families. I am glad I made a positive impact on so many lives. And of course, this is what Norquest does. It embraces diversity and honors inclusiveness. You have come together from diverse backgrounds from over 82 countries with mother tongues of over 100 languages. A community college in the true sense of community. I have had a long association with Norquest. I remember when it was an Alberta vocational college. I want you to remember this too, because Norquest is not just an academic institution, it is a place that prepares you for the real world. Too much emphasis on theory makes many of us afraid of trying because we might make a mistake. Some never realize their potential because they worry they may fail. As intelligent human beings, you have to do something hands-on, because we are designed to learn by trial and error. No one gave primitive humans the theory book on how to make a fire, how to build a shelter, how to find food, but they learned and survived. Remember, there is no such thing as failure. Every step you take is a step on the path of success, even if you have to stumble a few times. Students of Northwest, you have worked long and hard to earn your certificate and diploma. I know this is a proud time for you and your families. It is an outstanding achievement to have finally attained your goals, to have fulfilled all or even part of your dreams. Now you're able to give back to the community by sharing your skills and your knowledge, not just knowledge learned here at Northwest, but the wisdom deep within you. God bless and good luck.